Hello and welcome back to Pokemon Ruby Randomizer Nuzlocke. In the previous video, we did some captures and unfortunately we had to walk through everything. Like, I wanted to do the captures first and then the training, but it just turns out that I don't want to go through the water twice. And also, I looked through my previous recording, it looks like we caught Mr. Popo on the incorrect route, so what I'm gonna do is, I'm going to move Mr. Popo over. Not in a dieted, but just one box over, so I'll probably ignore Mr. Popo from now on. I mean, I wasn't planning to use him in the first place, so whatever. I'm not going to restart, and if you're gonna complain about anything that might have been caused by, you know, an additional Pokemon registered in the Pokedex, then I have something to say to you. Screw the rules, I have money. Anyways, we're going to continue today with more captures. Gonna surf on our butter costs, which still sounds weird. Now, what we're gonna do here is we're gonna switch out Bigger Green to the front. I've also taken out my cleanse tags to increase the encounter rate, and what we're gonna do is, like what we accidentally did with Mystic Stick, we're going to run a repel to filter out the Pokemon. Now, I normally don't do that because, like, I know it exists and I know how to use it, but I'm never sure if this means that all your encounters will be high level or you're gonna spend a million repels trying to run into something. Now, technically, it is worth it to pay for these repels because repels are cheap, but hey, we got a Trico. I mean, okay, we had a Grovyle, so technically this isn't a repeat. Does that mean we can't switch out? Wait, it's 23. Okay, we're 23 and it's 28. It outspeeds us. It should survive Double Edge. Besides, it's not like I'll care if we kill this, because it is, after all, a duplicate. Okay, what are we going to call you? I mean, since you are a duplicate and we'll probably never use you, we'll call you Skydy 4999. Even though that doesn't work. Because you're one evolution form lower, and I honestly probably will not use this. Now, in terms of Pokénav, we are sitting in Dewford Town, so technically this is a Dewford capture. And I'm perfectly fine with that. Since we're so close to town, let's go ahead and take a look at the Skydy 4999. You have Water Absorb, which is a decent ability, I guess. Sing, Constrict, Sand, Tome, and Aeroblast. Another Aeroblast user. That's great. That's... Your moves aren't that great in the team. Now, one good thing I like to mention about pre-evolved Pokemon is pre-evolved Pokemon allows you to check your TMs twice. Because on a randomizer, whenever you evolve something, its abilities change, its TM compatibility change. So especially after Lily Cove and after we scout out the Game Corners TMs, having pre-evolved Pokemon at a leveled level compared to our team is actually really beneficial. But I feel like I'll not use Skydy 4999 just because we already have Skydy 5000. And also, yeah, we dropped the count by one, but it lost its feel to it. Well, whatever. We didn't actually heal, but I feel like we'll be fine. I have faith in Bigger Green not to die to. We only die to. We only die to. Oh shit. We only die to Rayquazas and Ho-Ohs. And even with Rayquazas and Ho-Ohs, the only thing we die to is the other thing. We only died to by sacrificing our weak Pokemon for a free switch, and also for taking up any... What am I trying to say? Oh. We only died for free switches and for dropping PP on OP moves that have stab on them, and somehow always hit. Now, how are we going to take this? This is level 30, I feel like... let's get an Aeroblast in there. I know it's probably safer to use the other one, but I mean, no. I know it's probably safer to use Double Edge, but I just felt like Aeroblast. Okay, let's toss a ball. And with that, we got Lombre, which is again something that I probably will not end up using. Say, what are we gonna call you? That expression it has tells me, speaks to me. Go away. So that's what we're going to call you. And with that, let's go back to town and see what moveset you have. That's nice that we managed to catch 2 things. Okay, let's see. What moves do you have here? Yeah, White Smoke has an ability. It prevents ability reduction. Basically useless like all the other ones. Mega Horn is a 85 accuracy bug move, but it has good power. Pursuit is not good, because nobody switches in the base game. Comet Punch is 85, so this is like Double Slap. I think it's got the exact same stats as Double Slap. No, it's got 18 power instead of 15, and you also have Return, so your moveset is mediocre, and I just don't like this Pokemon for some reason. It's probably because I was forced to get Sapphire for it, and also because his expression is just, you know, go away. And with that, we're done capturing for now, but in the next routes, we'll have to be a little bit careful as to our captures. And that's because the route switches are pretty frequent. And we'll have to make sure not to miss a route switch, because then we'll have to start capturing again. I think we can get Skydee 5000 on levels. Husky Starcraft still has an item, which I don't remember what it was. Probably the Focus Sash. Or the Focus Band. Oh, we forgot to get in the Amulet coin. Okay, you have 3, so technically we could probably switch in Kaioken at one point. What do we use on you? We'll use Thunder Punch. That's probably our best attack here. Nice, we got the para off. You're gonna use Solar Beam against a grass type. Well, I don't question your decisions. Next up is a Meowth. We'll switch in the Kaioken just to get the EXP off. And because Meowth has Arena Trap, probably getting this stuck in here is the best. Last time I saw it have... Well, last time when we sacrificed him, he had Wing Attack and he had Mud Shot, both of which we should be fine because of our large health pool. Now we can't use Shadow Ball, so let's just go and give him some cuts. He's level 25, so I feel like Super Saiyan Rose could see use right now. Next up is an Execute. We can get bigger green some EXP. Nah, we'll stay in. We'll stay in. Because that level 31 is about to become level 32 pretty soon. Let's go with Cut again. So you raised your attack so I can outspeed you and cut you again. Okay, I can live with that. Actually, let's switch back in Kaioken. I'm gonna get him to level 32, and then I'll switch out. Oh, we still had Repel going. Okay, when exactly does the route switch? That's what I'd like to know. It's in a bit. And you have one Pokemon, so it's a good chance to scout what level it is. It's level 27 being solo, so I feel like even if Super Saiyan Rose is forced to fight alone against a level 27, I feel like we'll do fine. I gave you one turn to do something useful, and you had to do that. Well, whatever. Magnemite, again being a very defensive Pokemon, is hard to get through unless you have ground moves. I don't know what else is even neutral on it. Okay, now the next part is a double battle, so I guess we can switch in Super Saiyan Rose, and we'll see how that handles. And you have a Shuppet and a Nidorino. Level 28 and 26. Now, I'm happy that the Shuppet is the 28 because then we'll use Shadow Ball and one-hit this, leaving Super Saiyan Rose to handle a level 26, which I feel like is okay. Nice crit, but I guess we didn't need that. We're pretty over-leveled. Level 26 on Super Saiyan Rose to match the 26 of the Nidorino. Nice. And that did not do a lot of damage. Next up is Doom's Desire, which should not hit, actually. We'll just run Shadow Ball. No? Cut. No, it should be pure... It should be pure poison type, so Shadow Ball should hit it as well. We'll run Crush Claw, I guess, but honestly, Cut will probably finish it, which it does. Okay, we beat out plenty of money from... Nope. I thought there was going to be a battle here. Don't make me walk. Thank you. Next up, you have one Pokemon, and it's a Psyduck, a level 27. I feel like with this, we'll probably get our next level. So let's just use Cut. Pretty straightforward. Nice, level 32. Now, what I'm gonna do now is I'm going to take the amulet coin back because I feel like at level 32, we're kind of getting into the zone where leveling is not efficient. We're too over-leveled compared to everything else, so it's much more efficient to level up someone else, like Skydie 5000. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna switch the amulet coin out so we get more money out of people we beat down. And we're going to level up Skydie 5000. When I mentioned that efficiency, I mean by putting all these low EXP count into someone, you get more levels out of them compared to if you put them... Like, you get more levels out of Skydie 5000 compared to if you put the same amount of EXP into Kaioken. Although this is a Rattata, so we could have used our fighting move. Oh well. I think just a nice stab needle arm should be able to finish this. We're 3 levels over. And it's first form evolution, so yeah, doing well. Unfortunately, not a lot of EXP or money coming out of that. Okay, there's the route switch. You know what that means? We'll get out bigger green, and we'll filter levels with Repel. I'm not exactly sure about the repel mechanics, but I feel like every single encounter that's lower level do not get re-rolled as a higher level, but instead it just gets dropped. And over here we have Vigoroth, which is nice, I guess. It's also a repeat of Kaioken. So again, technically a repeat, but not really a repeat. We'll just Spore and find out. Hydro Cannon. Okay, hopefully that doesn't kill us. It does outspeed us though. So we can tank another Hydro Cannon if it wakes up. We'll just run Fire Punch and then yes, it's fast asleep. That's good. And now we should throw a ball. Knowing our catch rate, it'll probably catch. There we go, we got ourselves a Vigoroth. Now technically this is also a repeat, so we probably won't end up using it. Now that expression it has reminds me that it's super angry, so I'm gonna call him I'm angry. And we'll put Grr after it. I'm angry. Grr. I know I give the best nicknames. But you know, we're not gonna use these, so it doesn't really matter anyways. Alright, let's switch out Skydee 5000. Back to leveling. How many other potential catches are we going to get? So we only have one more route to take a capture in. I think there's nobody down there, right? First up is a Poliwag, which is nice because you can use Needle Arm on it. Now, being first form evolution, it probably won't drop a lot of EXP, but this should give Vigor Green a level. Yes, level 24, nice. I looked at the EXP bar. I don't actually know what that is, by the way. I looked at the EXP bar when we were capturing, and it's very close to leveling. Now, this here's going to be a bug. We don't really have anything for it, so I guess Needle Arm is going to be stab and resisted, so probably Thunder Punch. Okay, super effective hit, so it means it's partly... Oh, nice crit. It's partly flying. We'll just finish that off with his turn. Not a lot of EXP being given out. I feel like at this point we've also sort of worn out our advantages from being a randomizer, because if you think about it, with the randomizer, you run into a lot of fully evolved Pokemon at the beginning. So being fully evolved means it has good stats to begin with, compared to what you would find in the base game. Now that also goes for your opponent, so I don't know how much of an advantage normally people have in randomizers, but we started off with 2 fully evolved Pokemon. So we actually got a pretty big advantage, which is now dying down. Okay, you use Bind, but I feel like he'll die in the next turn, so that's fine. Got that Smoochum out of here. 120 EXP being distributed to everyone else. Next up is a Swinub. I actually want to switch this out because I don't want Skydee 5000 to take a potential ice move that's Stab, because I'm pretty sure it has Stab Ice on it. Oh, it has Pickup. Now I feel like I want one. Well, First Form Evolution probably does not drop a lot of EXP. But I feel like that's pretty common these days. Alright, there should be an item here, right? No? I guess not. I guess we'll do this battle first. You have 4 whole Pokemon. That's very nice. First of all, a level 24 Pikachu. I think even Return can hit this, right? We're 6 levels over. Yeah, let's just use Return. Okay, get that Pikachu out of here. Next up is a Diglett. We'll stay in. Again, with the first form evolutions, you know, I don't really know what to say about that. This thing is also a flying type, so you know what? Since it's a flying type, we'll send out Super Saiyan Rose. We've already established that this trainer has low-level Pokemon that we can handle, and being a legendary, being slightly over-leveled means probably we can handle anything that they throw at us. Wow, this thing is actually tanky. Well, he did a whole 4 damage. Congrats, I guess. Next up, I guess we'll finish it off with Crush Claw. I just want to conserve that PP on the Thunder Punch because it's the offensive move that we can use. Next up is Onyx, so I'll switch out to Skydee 5000. Okay, got that out of here. Unfortunately, not a lot of EXP. Now, with that taken care of, we can go ahead into the abandoned ship. This is also another zone, so we can catch another one. Now, while there isn't a lot of Pokemon here, you would think that you can't catch something here, but technically we can, because we have a patch of water for it. Okay, this is empty. No items here. No items here. You can't sleep on these to restore health. Nothing here. There's also nothing here. And over here we have a citrus berry. Nice. I guess we got the citrus berry early, but not early by much. See if there's any items here. And we found a choice band, which is pretty good, I say. Let me see what it does. I've never actually used one before. I think it locks you down to 1 move until switching out. Yeah, it raises a move's power until you switch out, which honestly, with our switching out style, I feel like it's a pretty good fit. Now up next is Double Battle, so we'll switch in Super Saiyan Rose at level 26. We should do just fine. What do you have? You got Dustox and Magcargo. So you got an Intimidate on both of our Pokemon, which is nice, I guess. Dustox is part Poison, and Magcargo is Fire Ground, so we can't use Thunder Punch on it. But I feel like... Needle Arm is going to be resisted. We'll just get the Luster Purge on the Magcargo, and we'll get the Thunder Punch on Dustox. So we will be tanking 2 moves. That's kind of dangerous. Okay, we'll be able to get rid of that Focus Punch. So we'll only be tanking 1 move. Hopefully it's not a multi-turn move. Well, at least we managed to get rid of the Focus Punch. Now, Luster Purge should be able to get rid of this Dustox since we dropped its stats. No? No, we got Luster Purge stat drop on the Magcargo, so we can get rid of that. And I guess the next time we can do Crush Claw on the Dustox. I don't know why we didn't do that much damage. Latios should have good stats. And we're only one level under. Oh wow, it didn't actually do anything. Or the Macargo still survived. Okay, use the Confuse Ray on the Latias. That's not too problematic. Okay, we got a Confuse and we got a Para off. So I think what I'll do is I'm just gonna ignore the Para and I'm gonna use Return on Macargo. That'll get rid of that. And on the other turn, I'll use my item to get rid of Confusion. No, not Master Balls. Oh shit. We're gonna eat a Focus Punch. That's not good. That is not good. We could not take any damage at all from that. Okay. But we will be eating a Focus Punch. That's unfortunate. I guess we really should have hit that thing every single turn. Level 31, Sky 5000, nice. Well, that Focus Punch didn't actually do anything, so I guess that's good. I'll just use two Thunder Punches on this Dustox, which should... Well, the first one gave it a Para. Uh-oh, that's not good. We'll just use Double Thunder Punch again. We should be able to kill it this time. And if not, then I will hate life. Okay, we got rid of it. We didn't take all the bite damage, because bite is another move that tends to end Nuzlocke runs. And with that, I think I'll cut the video here. We'll finish off with the ship and getting the Slate port in the next video.